Well, good morning, YouTube. This is my first video where I'm actually doing a review of a product. So this product was sent to me by QFUN. This is a QFUN Laminator. Now, everyone knows that I absolutely love my Scotch laminator. I love it so much, I use it pretty much exclusively. But I said, you know what, this company reached out to me, I will try it out. So we'll unbox it, and then I have a few things that I need to laminate because my students are doing task cards today, and then I'll give you an honest review about it. So you can see when you open this, looks like the very first thing that you have is your paper cutter. It's, you know, it's a plastic material, kind of reminds me of ones I've had in the past. And then it looks like, okay, oh, that's kind of a cute idea. So it looks like you have all your little tools stored right on the top here. I kind of like that. So that must be the corner rounder. This is like a little, I guess it's like a little hole punch. You just like, you can hole punch things. And then this, I think, is a replacement blade for the cutter. And then these are like, just like some little rings. So I do like the idea of having the tools right here. I will tell you one thing I'm not loving right now is the fact that obviously there's no like clip that like holds this in place. So I imagine if I just lift this up, yeah, the top will just come off. So I think that's one thing that I'm not a huge fan of, but let's fire up this baby and let's see if I can get my laminating done this morning. One thing I'm noticing already that I do kind of like is the fact that you actually get a lot of laminating sheets. You get a lot, I would say a lot more of the 8.5 by 11 size, but they also have some small ones and even smaller ones. So these are almost, I would say, probably 4 by 6. These are probably like, you know, I don't know, 7 by 5 or something like that. But it's kind of nice that they give you so many laminating sheets as well. I have to laminate some task cards because my students are going to be studying for their assessment on solutions on Friday. So I thought I would dig out specifically the answer key cards because that is just going to laminate on a full sheet. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these and slide them into their little pouches here. I'm going to try the ones that they gave me, and then for fun, I might try some of my old Scotch ones too, just to kind of see if this machine can handle both. So let me put this in here. One thing I see right away is that there's not a whole lot of overhang with the sheets that they gave me, but I'm gonna just make sure that I can position it as close so that there's no exposed areas. So you would have to be careful, but you can see that's pretty good. Now it looks like it's nice and centered. Here we go. I guess I'm gonna insert it just like this. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I just did my first one. I think this looks really good. And I almost feel like this machine might be a little faster than my Scotch machine. I'm gonna do some more of these. And then what I might do is I might pull out the Scotch one just to kind of see how they compare. And then we'll go from there. But I feel like this one's a little bit faster. You know that I'm all about saving teachers time, so what I have are 2 sheets that I'm going to laminate at the same time. I've got my Scotch laminator on my left here, and then I've got the QFUN laminator on the right. I thought that the QFUN laminator was laminating things faster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little race here to see which one laminates faster, and then maybe we'll compare the laminations. I'm using the same exact pouches from QFUN just to make sure we only change one variable, but let's see what happens. So on the left is the one from the QFUN Laminator. You could definitely see that it went a lot faster with QFUN Laminator compared to the Scotch Laminator. But you can see that both of them have the same exact type of quality, I would say, in terms of the lamination, right? They both look really good. There's no like wrinkles. I absolutely hate wrinkles, but there's no wrinkles in these. So not bad. I'm pretty impressed with the speed at which the QFUN Laminator laminates. So one of the things I'm going to do last here to kind of test this out is I'm going to use one of my older Scotch laminating sheets because I want to see how this laminator handles a different brand of laminating pouches. I have one last one that I need to laminate, so I'm going to insert this right now. Okay, so there it is. See how it goes. Okay, so yeah, no issues there. It was a little easier, obviously, to put the paper into the laminating pouch because there's more like space around the edges, because these are a little bit larger than the ones that were sent from QFUN. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So that means that you could use really any laminating pouches with the QFUN Laminator machine. So that is my review of the QFUN Laminator. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. I love the fact that it laminates things a lot more quickly than my Scotch laminator. I also love that the quality is very similar. The only thing I would say, there's really two things that I'm not super thrilled about, is like the fact that this opens very easily. I would like to see maybe this be a little bit more secure. It is nice though that the tools are stored in here. The other thing that is kind of a little bit of a bummer is that the laminating sheets that are included are not quite large enough to hold those 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper. There's just not a lot of overhang, so I would like to see an improvement with that. But other than that, like, look at how cute the color is. They actually have pink and they have green. And then obviously the fact that it gives you any extra laminating pouches and the tools at all is always a nice thing. So if you're interested in purchasing this QFUN Laminator, I will post a link down below. It will be an affiliate link, so I will get a commission should you purchase. I'm really happy with having the opportunity to review this product. I think it's great for teachers, saves teachers time. So thank you, QFUN, for sending this to me.